Hey, today we're looking at Math Lesson 17.2, Estimate and Measure Math. I can use metric units to estimate and measure the mass of objects. Spark your learning. Rowan packs his backpack for school. Today he has a book, a folder, a paperclip, and an apple to pack. Compare the objects using the pan balance. Make a drawing for each comparison. How can you describe the ways which the objects compare? Well, I do not have an apple, so I'm going to use a box of crayons, but I do have everything else, and here in class we're going to weigh them. So, and then we'll put the drawing up, and you will just have to come back and look at the drawing. Okay, so here's what we found when we weighed them. We found that the box of crayons made the scale go down, and that the book was higher, therefore the crayons were higher. Then we compared the book to the folder, and the book was lower, or the folder was higher. Then we compared the folder and the paperclip, and the paperclip was higher than the folder. So each time that the balance is higher, that means that object is lighter than the other one. Look around the classroom for items listed in the chart. Estimate the mass of each object, then use a pan balance, gram masses, and kilogram masses to measure the mass. Once again, we're going to do this, and then you will just have to come back and look at the results. Let's read our vocabulary. It says mass is the amount of matter in an object. Metric units for measuring mass are grams and a kilogram. Kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, so we talked about the 3-hole punch that I use in class every day, and we thought maybe it might weigh about 1 kilogram. That was our estimate. But really, it didn't even make the kilogram weight move. So we think maybe it's about 500. We don't have any way to measure that. So next we're going to talk about an eraser. And I have a pink eraser. Think about the paperclip. How many paperclips do you think it takes to weigh as much as that pink eraser? Raise your hand. Then we'll get an average. Kelton. Cambry. 5. 10. 19. Avery. Okay, I'm going to say, let's say 10 and see what happens. And we're going to say grams. Okay, so we guessed about 10 grams, and when we measured it, it was actually about 20. Now, we already know this one. Because I told you this, right? What did I tell you a paperclip weighed? About 1 gram. And I put it in there and we proved it, right? Okay, so 1 gram. All right, now, what about my stapler? Let's make some guesses. Hunter, what do you think? 50 grams, Rhiannon? 30? 40. I know. 40 grams? Remember that eraser weighed 20. Yeah. 30 grams. One of the kilogram things. One of the kilogram things? Brecken? 400. All right. All right. I think we're going to go with Brecken's guess and see. 60 grams. Okay, so we weighed it and we got 369 grams. Okay. Now, how about just one of my pins? Maybe like 10. Yeah. Grams? So we estimated 10 grams, and when we weighed it, it is actually 11 grams. So we were pretty close. Okay, now let's try a pencil. What about a pencil? You think it'll be lighter or heavier than the pen? Heavier? But the pen had all that plastic in it. I know. I want it to be recorded. We're going to say 8 grams. All right, so when we measured our pencil, we got 5 grams. How about a ruler. Now we're talking about this longer plastic ruler.
30.
Okay, here we go. Somebody said 20, somebody said 30, so we're going to say 25 grams. All right, when we measured that one, it was 58 grams. It says describe how your estimates compare to your measurements. So did we have any that were close?
Yeah.
The paper clip, the eraser, I would say the pen and the pencil. So, eraser, oh my gosh. Okay, so the paperclip, pen, and pencil are close. With the others, my estimates were not close. Write the order of the objects from the least mass to the greatest. Okay, so we used our paper, our crayons, and our stapler and some weights, and we found out that the actual weight of the 3-hole punch is 888 grams. Okay, it says write the order of the objects from least to greatest mass. What is the lightest weight one?
The
paper clip. So put paper clip. Put paper clip. And put a comma. Then what was it? The pencil. Oh. What's after the pencil? The pen. Hey, I'm recording.
And then the eraser.
Oh my gosh. Then the eraser.
Yeah, and then the ruler.
After the ruler.
The stapler.
All right. Stop your recording and get that down. Okay, so this is the order. Paperclip, pencil, pen, eraser, ruler, stapler, 3-hole punch. If you're at home, make sure you got your chart right and your answers to A and B. Next page, step it out, 445. A baker ordered a basket of apples and a wooden spoon to make apple pies. Which unit could be used for measuring the mass of each object? So think about the objects you know, a textbook and a paperclip. Use these objects as benchmarks. So we all know that a textbook, we don't really have any, but kind of like the dictionary, but not quite that heavy, or a paperclip, okay? So in your picture over here, you have the paperclip that's about 1 gram and a textbook that's about 1 kilogram. Estimate which benchmark mass is closer to the mass of the basket of apples. Then write grams or kilograms. So are we going to measure that basket of apples in paper clips or textbooks? Textbooks. So we're going to say 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram. Okay. Estimate the benchmark mass is closer to the mass of the wooden spoon. Grams or kilograms? Is the wooden spoon going to measure in paper clips or books? A wooden spoon? Grams. We're going to measure a wooden spoon in grams. Yeah, ask your mom tonight to feel a wooden spoon. They're not very heavy. I don't have any here. No. Okay, here we go. List these objects in order from least mass to greatest mass. An orange, a sneaker, and a marker. Which one's going to be heavier?
Sneaker.
But it says least mass, so we need which one's going to be the lightest. The marker. Then what? The orange, and then the sneaker. And yes, I realize some sneakers maybe aren't going to weigh as much as the orange. Choose the unit you would use to measure the mass, grams or kilograms. What are we going to use to measure the box of crayons? Grams, paper clips, or that big heavy thing?
Grams. Grams.
The grams. So we're going to say grams. How about a backpack?
Kilograms.
Kilograms. Kilograms is right up there in the directions, since I'm having trouble typing it. How about a banana?
Grams.
Okay. Tomas is comparing the masses of 4 different toys. He already knows that the bag of marbles has the greatest mass. He wants to order his toys from the greatest mass to the least. Write greater than or less than. The mass of the cube or puzzle, cube puzzle, is blank to the mass of the yo-yo. Is the cube puzzle greater than the yo-yo or less than the yo-yo?
Greater.
Greater than the yo-yo? Okay, so put greater than. G-R-E-A. Then. Okay, the mass of the cube puzzle to the mass of the football. Less than. The cube puzzle is less than the football. List the toys in order from greatest mass to least mass.
Marbles.
The marbles, they already told us, are the... Then the football. The cube puzzle. Then the yo-yo. Okay, I'm going to go on. You guys just keep writing. Choose the unit you would use to measure the mass with grams. How about a melon? Kilogram. A phone? And the keys. All right, if you're at home, please stop and get these down.